Hello Virgo, welcome to Mystic High Priestess Tarot. This is a general collective reading for the sign of Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Cross-watchers, you are welcome. The week expands August 15th to the 21st, but keep in mind if you see this at a later point in time, that is when you were meant to see it. Time is considered fluid, and you may be on a different timeline. Now, not everything is going to resonate with you. Take what resonates and leave the rest. If you do resonate or like how I read, please like and subscribe to the channel. It helps the channel grow so people who need to see this reading get the opportunity to have access to it. Also, do not be fooled by scammers. There's a lot of them out there targeting the tarot readers. So know this, I'm not on any other platforms. I'm only on YouTube. So I'm not on Instagram, Twitter, WhatsApp, TikTok, any of those things. If anyone reaches out to you on any sites, including YouTube, it's not me. I will not reach out to you for any type of personal readings. You would have to contact me. And my contact information is in the description box below. And I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. I mean, there's been some... before I do your readings, I pre-shuffle, do some meditation, clean the space, and yeah, you already know this. There's been an awful lot of messages coming forward for you, Virgo, so I think this is going to be a very, very important week for you, but on a side note, it's going to be a good week. I wish I was Virgo at this point from the messages that I'm getting, because it seems like it's going to be fun, exciting, enjoyable. A lot of love either coming your way or a love offer that you're about to make. In all honesty, Virgo, there's a lot of proposal energy. So either you're proposing or somebody's proposing to you. So, if you are in that type of a relationship, and it's something too that doesn't even have to be long term. It feels like you've only known the person a short time. And you've made the decision. You're ready to, you or the other person is ready to tie that knot. So it's a great, exciting energy that I'm getting for you. Now, keep in mind the shoe can always be on the other foot. Don't get confused with male or female on the cards. Everybody has masculine and feminine energy within them. It's just which one is dominant at that point in time. Okay, let's get this going. Because even Spirit is like, come on, come on, come on. Their Spirit's very excited for you. So let's see what comes up. All right, past energy, we have Two of Pentacles, the Empress, and High Priestess. Both of these cards kept coming up in your pre-shuffle. Ace of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles, this is the current energy, and Nine of Wands. Future energy, King of Cups, there we go. The Star, yep. And Queen of Wands. Wonderful. And the Fool is your overall energy. So, yeah, it would appear that in the past energy, there was a lot of going back and forth between what is it that you want in life. Now, keep in mind, this could relate to career and finance as well, so you'll be able to relate it. Love can also be something to do with family or friends, not necessarily a significant other or a romantic relationship. So you have to place it where it fits, because this is a general reading. Now, that energy of not being sure what you want, but wanting a spouse or a significant other or something solid in your life that you can grow with or grow into. You knew it in your gut that either it's coming or it's the next step or the next phase that you need to go through. And the beauty of this High Priestess is you see a little baby in this one. And I love the deck of this. It's like the unknown, but yet you know in your gut. It's like it's written in the book. It's your fate. And there's a baby, a family, something, coming your way. And that is taking you into the current energy. So with your current energy, you are not really investigating, but I think you're being watchful. And Virgos are very wise people that go within in general. So I think you've been very watchful. You've been learning a lot. This is a whole new step in adventure. So I do not feel this is any kind of reconciliation or somebody from your past. This feels like, you're reaching out to something new. You want something fresh. You want something, this could be somebody younger, or something, a more youthful passion. So if it's career driven, you could be looking at something maybe from your past, like your youth. Maybe you wanted to be a firefighter when you were a little kid and you became an accountant, okay? This is just an analogy, mind you. And now all of a sudden you're like, you know what? I'm going to take medic training and I'm going to become that firefighter. I'm going to learn, I'm going to investigate into this. So that could be one way you relate it to career. In a love type setting, you're watching those around you, or you're expanding your horizons in a new direction and looking for something brand new. You want something, though, that's stable and not just lustful and passionate and a one night stand kind of thing. You want something that's really going to grow, as you were considering things in the past. And with the Nine of Wands, the problem you're having is you've been hurt and you don't want to show that hurt, but it's evident to those around you that there's been some pain in this area, whether it be, you're unhappy with your job, you feel like you're not being treated fairly, or people aren't taking you serious in certain situations. With love, it would be you've been burned a time or two. Now keep in mind, you could be on the other foot. You could have done this to somebody else, Virgo. But there's a wounding. There's a super defensive, I'm not letting certain things into my life. I know what things burn me, and I'm not going to be burned again. Okay, so even if it's like if there's nobody that fits your mold, you're okay with that. Because you're just not going to cross that line to make those exceptions anymore that caused you the pain in the past. You've learned from the mistakes of the past. And I think that was under careful review that you've done internally. In your future, the beauty of this is you have the King of Cups, which is total emotional stability. So you've got an emotional grasp on what direction you want your life to go into, especially romantically. You're not going to get over emotional about things. So therefore, those boundaries that you set for yourself, you're not going to cross them. Even though it might hurt to walk away from something, like somebody could seem like the full package, but yet there's these warning signs. You're going to pay attention to those warning signs this time. No matter what, you're not going to be over emotional about it, because you're looking for your wish come true, which is coming towards you. And we have the Queen of Wands energy. This could definitely be an Aries or a Leo in your path, but it's somebody that's either you're going to be or the other person that you're meeting is going to be recognized. If this is career-wise, it's you're going to walk into that career as if you were always meant to do it, like you were trained from birth, like you, the master of it, so to speak. And everyone's going to recognize that you're going to look great. If this is somebody you're looking for, they're definitely, okay, let's put it this way. This is how fabulous this relationship is. This is power couple energy, definitely power couple energy. And I'm not going to be surprised if my twin flame cards come out here. It's almost like you're finally ready for that twin flame. And, it's ready for you, and it's coming into union potentially. So we'll find out when we clarify, but I'm feeling that type of energy. This is like if you're famous and you're walking down a red carpet to an event and there's a new person on your arm. Everybody's going to notice this person, not just because they're new, but because there's a wow factor. Not that person alone necessarily. It's the two of you together that look like, wow. They look like they were meant to be together. I mean, they've been together for 8 years. I mean, they look fabulous together. So, but it's not just that outside appearance necessarily. It's the way you both carry yourself, the way you express yourselves to each other, even in a public setting where everyone's watching you. And you feel it looks so comfortable that you don't even notice everything around you, the cameras flashing, the people talking, like you're in your own bubble. And everybody sees that and they're like almost admiring it. that wow, like how can they really be tuning everything out? They look like they're like in their living room alone, but they're out in this huge public setting with every eye on them. That's how comfortable this new relationship or career is going to be to you. If it's something like a family or friend from the past, that is that feeling that you originally had with them, of that comfort, is going to come back. And you're going to possibly, that's the only reconciliation I would see, is if it's a family or a friend from the past. I do not see past love sneaking in here, but we are going to see if past love maybe is going to try to ruin what you have, which we all know that all of a sudden sneaks up behind us when we least expect it. But your overall energy is the Fool. And yeah, you're going in a new direction. This is something brand new, a direction that you've never crossed before. Again, taking the like famous thing. Okay, a lot of famous people come together as couples because they understand the lifestyle and what's expected of them. This is like somebody famous all of a sudden just meeting somebody off the street and realizing this person, even though they're, they don't know what fame is, you can tell that was your soulmate. Like that is the person you're supposed to be with. So it's like total opposites in a way, but yet this grand understanding with each other, just knowing, you're just going to know this is your person, and they don't have to be in the same industry, the same field. That's just going to kind of come out of nowhere for you. Normally we only get one card, but they've decided we needed two. So on this Two of Pentacles, when you were trying to figure out what you wanted, it was because of a new resurrection, a judgment, and being the King of Wands. So again, this is like Leo energy. I'm feeling Virgo, I'm feeling Leo really, really strongly for you. We'll see if more Leo energy comes out, but I feel it a lot. So what you're seeing is you've stepped into your power, being the King of Wands, being recognized, taking your throne. You are ready. You've got your head straight. People are noticing you, so you could have a lot of viable offers out there, but you're being selective. You're being choosy. You know exactly what you want. You've taken your throne. You're going to wait for that perfect opportunity. And the advice on that was the Nine of Pentacles, which is being successfully single. So I do believe you've taken the advice of the Nine of Pentacles and said, hey, I'm good on my own. I don't have to have somebody. I'm not going to play desperation. If I'm alone for the rest of my life, that is perfectly fine. I'll play this out. I'm not going to be, basically, okay, Virgos. One thing I've noticed about Virgos is they have a kinky side. And even that you've subdued, not completely, because you are King of Wands energy here. So there is a little bit of fiery passion and bravery behind it, but you're not letting that lust or that passion or those desires be the deciding factor anymore to anything. Now on the Empress, we have the Wheel of Fortune, and the advice was the King of Swords. You're totally in your King energy. So the past situation bringing us to the current with this Empress. And this, Empress, she's, taking the lead. She's birthing, growing, owning, her power. And that is exactly what you needed to do, because the Wheel of Fortune is confirming that you're moving ahead in the right direction. And the advice that they gave you on that was be the King of Swords. Judge properly. Keep logic at all times. And stand firm. And it looks like you've definitely done that as well. We're going to see if these clarifying cards or any of those cards from the past come in your present energy. That means you have moved in the right direction. But you were definitely in your King energy, bringing you to your current moment. And to be honest with you, Virgo, that's a difficult place to be, to get to that point and say, okay, I'm conquering all of these demons inside of me to be the King of Passion, be the King of Logic, make right judgments, not be overly lustful and take control of my addictions and things like that. This is somebody who is healed, who has definitely healed, and not just healed, but taken the learning lessons from everything. This is also somebody who's not playing a blame game. They're not saying, well, this person hurt me and this person did this to me and this person. No, this Virgo is taking responsibility for what they were responsible for. They're letting go of what people did to them, and they're empowering themselves by learning a lesson from those and saying, okay, I could have done this differently, or I could have, I saw those flags and I shouldn't have done this or that. So they're just looking at their actions, and they've learned from them to step into their king energy. All right, and the High Priestess, we have the Knight of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles. Yep, perfect. You took the advice, Virgo. When I see stuff like that, that means that Spirit is saying, yep, you're right on track. And I'll explain that in just a moment. So with this High Priestess energy, where we see this baby again, and it's written in the Book of Life, is what, I kind of call that. So you knew it all along that you got to take things slowly. There's not going to be any, the King of Wands comes from the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands is your one night stand, you're just falling for a night of passion kind of thing. The Knight of Pentacles is the exact opposite. He moves very slowly. He's methodical. He's, which is your energy, Virgo. You are earth energy. So you're finally in your energy of, listen, I know what I want. I've learned my lessons. I'm going to go for it, but it's going to be very slow movement. And then what comes out of it is your Ace of Pentacles. Your brand new grounded beginning, something firm, something solid, something stable. And here we see the Ace of Pentacles in your current energy, which is the first card. So that tells me that, yes, you were, you went out there and you showed that you're great all by yourself with your King of Wands energy. You took your King of Swords throne and you are making valid, good judgments on things and not falling for stuff. And you've started this brand new beginning, which takes us to here. Fabulous. Let's check out the Fool energy, your overall energy that is current. Queen of Pentacles. Oh, nice. And Two of Cups. Yes, I knew this was love from the very beginning before I even dealt the cards. This is mostly love energy, but if you're not in that phase of life, this could be, career driven for you. Just relate the love things to career or your finances, which means you are headed in a new direction to a great financial new start. It's just going to take time. So with the Fool energy, taking this leap of faith in a brand new direction, it was your Queen of Pentacles. Now notice we have the Kings here. And for Pentacles, we're at the Queen energy. So that it goes from the Knight to the Queen. So you are stepping up a level. We may see the King of Pentacles, which would be you further down in the future. But you're at least in that Queen energy. So you're being very giving. You're not being greedy or, stubborn. You're being giving of your love, but in a very grounded, earthly way, a logical way, okay? You're not just being all head in the clouds. You're at that Queen energy, and the King is next. And the advice is, find your soulmate. They're coming. Your Two of Cups, the person you're meant to be with, is coming. That is awesome. All right, so let's investigate this Ace of Pentacles in your current energy. So it looks like you took the past energy and you used it to your advantage and you did the right thing. So you're on the right path. The Two of Wands and the Ace of Swords. So lots of new beginnings for you on this. So with this Ace of Pentacles, it's confirmed by the Two of Wands. You decided, you made a decision. You made a passionate decision what you want. We've pretty much already covered that. And you're going in that direction. And the advice on it is the Ace of Swords. So follow the truth. Don't lose sight of the truth in your heart of what you're looking for. Again, in the past, Virgo, you've probably had some issues where somebody it was one of those, they were too good to be true. or you just kind of, maybe out of loneliness or being in solitude too much, but started working with or talking to one individual and just kind of lustfully fell into that versus looking at what else is out there. In this case, you know the truth. That's King of Swords energy, comes down to the Ace of Swords. After, some type of betrayal at some point, the king learns from. So your advice is stay true to you, okay? You know what you're looking for here. And I'm really sorry, I'm getting over a little bit of a cold. All right, let's see the Page of Pentacles here. Oh my goodness, this is so fabulous. So fabulous. I know Seven of Swords doesn't look good, but I'll explain it. It's actually good in your case. So this Page of Pentacles, who's, holding something new, that's that new beginning. That's this Ace of Pentacles. We're in and he's learning about it. He's figuring out, he's looking, what is it that I want? Well, I know I still want something passionate too. So besides the Ace of Pentacles in your current energy, you have the stick, the magic wand of love, okay, is what we can call it, that you are getting something that you're learning is driving you to a fresh new passion. And it's also going to increase your creativity. So if you're a Virgo who is like a musician or somebody who works in a creative field, a writer, anything like that, actor, actress, this is fabulous. Your creativity, this new beginning, because you have the Ace of Pentacles, the Ace of Swords, the Ace of Wands, all in your current energy, all brand new starts. You couldn't ask for anything better. The only thing we're looking for is the Ace of Cups, which means that the love that's coming your way was given to you directly by God. So we're hopeful to see that come through. Now on the Seven of Swords, this is your advice on this. And the advice is take all of these extra scammers, liars, cheaters, gold diggers, all of these other people that are coming in to try to take away your happiness of your truth with somebody, and take them and throw them away. Okay, so this particular guy is not necessarily being a thief by taking anything from a relationship. You're taking all of those other people that you can now see through. You have this great intuition to be able to see through people into the soul. And you're removing those burdens from the truth of you and the other person. So this is almost like a Two of Cups, but there's a truth behind it that the truth is you two belong together, and you are removing all the obstacles. You're taking all of those things and you're throwing them away. And for some people in your life, it is going to feel like you've lost your mind. Okay, they're not going to understand this new step you've taken. So it's kind of like this is how crazy it would be if you were somebody famous, and we're going to stick with that analogy since we've gone with it. We'll keep going on the road with it. So if you're somebody famous, it's like this is a person who could have been a fan, and everyone's going, oh, you're going to be with your stalker. Like, this person, doesn't have any creative ability. They're, what are you doing? This is just somebody off the street. You can't bring them into our world, kind of thing. It's like, this person could have been stalking you. That's why they were there at that point in time. Or, people are going to fill you with fear, and you're going to take all that stuff and you're going to throw it away. And people are going to feel like you're throwing them away. You're not. You are truly following your heart, and you're saying, I know you don't see what I see. And I'm not going to let all this doubt and this, stuff get in my head to ruin what the truth here is. The truth is grounded here in the ground, and I'm going to remove all these obstacles to not cloud me from the truth of this person that I'm with. Yay, Queen of Wands again. So that's taking us into the next energy we have in the future. So this being hurt energy could have came from a Queen of Wands. So it could have been an Aries or a Leo that you were hurt with, or somebody with fire in a Sagittarius as well, or a lot of fire in their chart, or you were being the Queen of Wands when you got hurt by this. So you're somebody who's highly recognized or noticed, and people admire you, and they think, wow, you're the end all be all. And that caused wounding to be so noticed. And a lot of Virgos like to be secluded and hermited and They like to stick to themselves. But in your particular case, you had to be in the public eye. You had to be the center of attention. You didn't necessarily feel so comfortable with this, and it kind of wounded you. And because you were uncomfortable, you maybe made some rash decisions. And the advice is let go of that pain and move off with your person. So here's you, Virgo, saying, hey, through these rough waters, I am going to keep rowing, and I'm going to protect my person and a child. So whoever this is, if they have a child, that might be it. You could be having a child with this person. I'm completely getting the feeling that this is the person you were meant to have a child with. So there's a lot of you Virgos that don't have children that are going to meet the person you're supposed to have this child with. And this child's going to be very, very special. This child is like a gift to the earth. And that's why you and this other person don't have any children right now. So I know that that narrows things down to a select few that's going to actually fit. But there is some Virgos out there that don't have children, and they're going to meet somebody who doesn't have children. And in this case, I'm feeling older people. And it's going to seem very odd to have a child at this point in time in your life. But this child was meant to be conceived between you and this person, and they're very special, and they have a very special purpose on earth. And you know, Virgo, it's your job to protect this family. So, and we see with the Queen of Wands energy that you're stepping into it. You're not being wounded by it anymore in the future. You're stepping into it and you're owning it and you're feeling comfortable with it finally. And that's because your protective side has kicked in. And you are again, you know, so we can see we've gone from the advice of the 7 to go down to the 6. So you've cleared the path of those 5. One sword is completely gone and you're only taking 6 with you. So somebody here is sabotaging your life. It could be like a best friend that is not giving you good advice. And you're going to end up learning when you weed this out that one of these people does not belong in your life. And you are going to step away. You're going to protect your relationship and step away from that. And it's going to be somebody, Spirit is letting me know it's somebody very, very close. It could be somebody like a mother, a best friend, a father, somebody that you have always trusted and taken advice from that you're going to realize is not in your best interest. In the future, we see the King of Cups and the Page of Wands. So we're back to this juggling energy that you had where, you know, you're looking at all your options from the past, but you're looking at them from a King of Cups energy. So again, you have all kinds of kings, the King of Wands, the King of Swords, the King of Cups. So you're in your king energy in the future. Now keep in mind the future can be anywhere from 2 to 4 weeks out. If the right steps are taken, this is what will happen. You will now hit the King of Cups energy, which is that emotional stability and not getting over emotional or being like, oh gosh, I should feel bad for this. You're going to really weigh pros and cons, and you will still show emotion and you still will feel, bad for people, but it's not going to be over consuming this time. And you're still going to be able to look at both sides of a situation. Your perspective is going to be much clearer with less emotional baggage attached to things. And the advice on that is the Page of Wands. So it is going to be passion, something new entering, a message of something new, a message that you are going in the right direction. And you're going to be able to take those emotions and turn them into passion. And that is absolutely beautiful. So this page is coming from this King of Wands energy in the past, reigniting, reminding you, because here we have the 2 of Pentacles and the King of Wands, and here we have the 2 of Pentacles and the Page of Wands. So you're going to be reminded through your own messages of the King of Wands energy, and you're going to carry that king with the, the emotional stability and passion will be there. You're not going to forget the lessons you've learned in the past. And whoa, totally cool. All right, so on the star energy, which is your wish come true, your total fulfillment, being on the right path, it's like God handing you a wish come true. Okay, it's like God sat down and said, what is it you want? You can have anything you want right now. What is it you want? I'm going to give it to you. You've earned it, Virgo. And we have the 3 of Cups. You are going to celebrate greatly celebrate. People are actually going to come around and be happy with how you've cleaned house, how you've taken this step that nobody else has taken or, done. And everyone's just going to see how happy you are, and you're going to have something to celebrate. This could be a wedding. This could be very quickly getting married, though I don't see the wedding card yet. And the advice is 9 of Cups. Enjoy it. Drink. Be merry. It is a wish. So on top of the Star card, the advice is make another wish. So you're not just going to be celebrating this wish from the divine. The advice is make another one now. Maybe not as grand as the one that you were granted, but now make another wish on top of that. So by taking the right directions and being happy about it and watching people come around to it, you are going to be super celebrating, and you're even going to get another wish. That is beyond fabulous, Virgo. And in this Queen of Wands energy that you are going to own, you have the 5 of Wands and the 4 of Cups. So yeah, you're finally going to come into where this Queen of Wands energy burdened you in the past and hurt you. You are now going to own it. There's still going to be bickering, quarreling, gossip, all kinds of things about it. But this time you're in the throne. So you've already owned it. You can't be hurt by it. You've taken these lessons from the past and you're staying strong to them. And all of that stuff you're just going to push aside. And the advice is, that you're bored with this gossip and this crap that's going on. So again, with being a famous person, you're looking at tabloids, people talking, all the rumors and gossip, and you're not even paying attention to it anymore. That's how bored you are with it. Here, the advice is, don't pay attention to it. Here's the 3 cups of celebration that you have. Focus on those. This extra thing that is coming in, no, it is a hand from the divine, which is a gift, but you're, in this particular case, you're turning away from all of this bickering, quarreling, gossip, fighting. It's all petty to you. And you're like, no, just get it out of here. I'm still in my celebration mode. I'm bored with all this garbage that you people are throwing into my life, and I'm not going to focus on that. I'm going to focus on my 3 cups of happiness and joy. And that is absolutely fabulous. So that's the advice there. Kind of looking at an overview, it looks like in your current energy, a new truth is hitting you, a new passion is hitting you, and you're going to be very protective of it and steer clear of all of the naysayers and the bad people. Even if they are very close to you, you are going to walk away from them if they cannot support your decision. And if you do that in the near future, you will be reminded of the mistakes from your past and not to make them again. Have something fabulous to celebrate with an additional wish coming true, and you're going to block out, be very bored and block out all of the bad stuff that people are throwing in. Karmic relationship, feeling triggers, turmoil, resentment, lessons. So you're releasing yourself from a karmic relationship. If you are in a relationship right now and you've been wondering if you should take this leap of faith in this new direction, you absolutely should, according to the cards, because you are currently in a karmic relationship, or you're releasing yourself from the karma of past relationships, which is definitely what I feel. I think you've taken a great deal of time to analyze, and Virgos are great analyzers. And you're moving forward. You're saying, okay, I'm going to learn from this karma. I'm not making these mistakes again. And then God's bringing in your soulmate. The butterfly relationship evolving to the next phase. Absolutely. So I do think that, this is the engagement type thing. I think you're going to either, and then this could be very, very quick. I just get the feeling it's going to happen fast. It's that like serendipity that you look at somebody and you go, whoa, I don't know you, but I feel like I've known you for many lifetimes. That type of thing. And it's kind of going to give you chills up your spine but you don't even know this person. You've probably never met them. And it's going to move quick. So you're going to move right into it instead of getting to really know you phase, a boyfriend-girlfriend phase. Or if you do know this person already, into a let's be in a committed relationship, let's move in together. If you are living together, it's moving into, hey, let's get engaged. And if you're already engaged, it's going to be kind of like, let's get married. Let's just do this thing. Let's go to Vegas. I'm in the States. So that's where we would go to have an overnight wedding. And let's get this done type things. There's a little bit of a rushed energy, but it's only because you now know. And you have no doubt about it. And the golden mirror, self-absorbed, narcissist, one-sided relationship, love bombing. I think this is probably what you learned. You learned from a narcissist. So this karmic relationship you were in was a narcissistic situation. You are freeing yourself from that. You've learned all these lessons. You're taking your throne. You're okay with the public image of people. This narcissist is going to have everybody against you. That's definitely what I feel. So if you move on to this, you take this leap of faith into this new relationship, this person who's a narcissist is definitely going to have everybody tackling you, making you out to be the bad person in the relationship. How could they do this? But yet you were kind of shoved in a corner where you're like, I need to free myself. I know the truth here. They don't know what this person's really like behind closed doors. I know. And I need to be free of this karmic relationship. I've paid the price. I've paid my penance. I deserve now to be able to move on and have my star, my wish come true, and my happiness. Where this narcissist has not learned anything because they are on earth to create chaos because they are karmic. And so they are somebody who, we don't like narcissists. But in this case, there are some narcissists that are supposed to be that way so they can teach us karmic lessons. And I'm not saying that you did anything really awful, Virgo, that you deserved this kind of karma, but there was something that you weren't learning or grasping that then you had to be served some karma so you can finally learn that lesson. So karma isn't always that you did something bad to somebody else. Sometimes karma can be served because we're not learning a lesson. We've gone through this cycle over and over and over again, and it's like insanity. We keep making the same mistake. And when that happens, then karma will be served on that mistake so that, there's no way around it. You will learn the lesson. Okay? You can't get out of it. So then you learn the lesson the hard way. Then you get to go back into the cycle and get your wish come true. And it looks like that's kind of what happened here, Virgo, but it's not that, you did anything bad. You just kept thinking if you kept doing that thing, eventually the right person would come into your life. And unfortunately, you probably kept getting hurt. But the Wheel of Fortune is moving forward. And at this point, God is saying, there's no more time to go through these cycles. You need to learn this now because your soulmate's ready and they're waiting. And I can't make them wait anymore, or they're going to start making mistakes. And it's God's timing. It's the perfect timing. And so you had to go through this lesson, this karmic lesson with this narcissist in order to be ready for your partner. But they're there. They might newly be in your life if you know that you've taken this leap of faith already and gave this new grounded beginning. Know that that's the person. So it's not always necessarily a new person. It could be somebody in your life right now that you're moving to the next stage with. But for those of you who aren't in a relationship or don't have that other person on the side and you're breaking karmic ties with the karmic that you're with, know this, there's somebody just out of nowhere that's going to show up. It's going to be the best thing you've ever experienced. So this is actually very, very beautiful, Virgo. If you did resonate with this, please like and subscribe to the channel. It also helps get the video out for other people who need to see it based on the algorithms of YouTube. And if you want to share how you resonate, that would be terrific. If you have additional questions, let me know in the comments and I'll try to answer them. All right, on that note, love you, Virgo. Bye.